Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is my favorites and etc. on the American Horror Story. So if you guys do not know, I have been recently pretty much really into the American Horror Story. I'm almost all caught up, to be honest with you. I have 3 more episodes to watch left in season 8 before season 9 comes in September. But I wanted to kind of give you guys my favorites type of video on them because it is a great show. If you haven't watched it already, definitely check it out. And a lot of the actors and or actresses on this show are really talented on getting into their characters. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off, I thought I would do my top 5 characters on the series. So these will be in order from 5 to 1 and whom I like more than the others. And this was really tough for me to pick out just 5 because they have a lot of great characters on this. But here we go. Number 5, I had to go with Kai Anderson from the Asylum, or like the Cult, not Asylum, but Cult series, which I think might have been 7. I believe it was 7. About 90% sure it was season 7. Anyways, it was played by Evan Peters, which is an American Horror Story a series regular for the seasons 1 through 8. And I think Evan's performance as Kai was really interesting. It was a lot different than I thought it would go throughout that season. And to be honest with you, Kai was one of my favorite, in a sense, villains from the series. It was quite different than any other series, but it was really unique and it got me captivated. Number 4. So, number 4 was Lana Winters. Another series regular, Sarah Paulson, portrayed the role of Lana Winters, which I think she still does here and there. In a couple of series, or a couple seasons, but her main season was season 2, which was Asylum. And this is where we got to know her, backstory about her and Bloodyface, and all that, and got to know how she came about. Altogether, though, Lana Winters, I gotta say this, and I don't like swearing on this channel, or on this videos or whatever that I do, but she is legit a boss bitch. She had to overcome a serial killer, let alone had to pretty much deal with the serial killer's son that tried to kill her as well, because she killed her father, or his father. Then when he came to kind of kill her, she pretty much had to save herself by shooting him. So altogether, she had to kill a serial killer and kill a serial killer's son, but in a way, when she was killing her serial killer's son, she also had to kill her son in the process. So this chick is legit for a person that's supposed to be of older age. This chick is a boss bitch. There's no other way I can explain it. Sorry. Number 3, we have an OG from season 1. It was Constance Langdon, and it was portrayed by Jessica Lange. And Jessica Lange is a series regular for, I believe, 1 through 4. And then she did appear in season 8 as Constance as well. So I think that I had to add Constance on here somewhere, and I was struggling to put her number 2 or number 3, which she is number 3, but I was trying to figure out a spot to put her, and the reason why is because she legit was kind of like a different, like, I never expected her to be like this. Like, once you found out in season 1, spoilers, guys, here coming up, so if you don't want to, let's skip ahead a little bit. But, spoiler, once you find out that Tate is a ghost and that Constance was the mom of a bunch of these people that died in the murder house, you kind of realize something. And then in season 7, there was a line that she had stated, that she said God put her on this earth to be the mother of, like, the ghost and all that. And I really liked that. I really, really thought that was neat, and how they portrayed Constance. And I think altogether Constance is just a motherly figure, and that's truly what should be based behind. So, moving on to number 2 is another Jessica Lange character, and this one is from season 2, Asylum, and that is Sister Jude. So, what I liked so much about Sister Jude is when this season started out, nobody liked Sister Jude at all, and because of her character. And then as the season going on, you really start to connect with her as things were, like, transporting it. And a lot of people were kind of thinking, like, in a way, she deserved it. She did the same thing to Lana Winters that she's doing. But in a way, you sympathized with her. And, like, so it was like somehow, like, Jessica Lange captivated us so much during that role that in the beginning of the season everybody despised Sister Jude, and then by the end of the season everybody was like, aw, like, in love with Sister Jude. So that is something that takes some serious talent in order to be doing. So that's why I put her number 2. And number 1, I had to do this because it is an OG, and it was again played by another person that we talked about previously. Then that is Evan Peters. Evan Peters will always be known in my head as Tate Langdon. And Tate, altogether, I think he got a bad rep over everything that's happened in season 1 with the whole thing that happened. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but Tate got a bad rep in that, and I think in season 7 when they brought him back to play Tate, I like how they did it with Tate. Like, I loved how they had him and Violet, I believe her name was, get back together. It was really beautiful, and I really liked it. So, Tate Langdon, I had to add. And if you guys didn't know that already, it was probably ultimately going to be Tate, because Tate was obviously my favorite character. I mean, I have a guinea pig named Tate, named specifically after Tate Langdon. So, yeah. Moving on, I wanted to tell you guys my favorite season of the American Horror Story. So, this one I was really tough, and I was fighting back and forth between a couple different seasons. The ones that mainly circled around was seasons 1, 2, 4, and 7, and 8. And so I had to, like, narrow it down some. So I decided that it's okay for me to say 2. So my favorite seasons, ultimately I had to give it to 1 and 2, which was respectively Murder House and Asylum. And the reason why that was is obviously Murder House is how we got introduced to Tate, how the whole series started, and ultimately it's like the OG thing. And season 2, I really liked season 2 because, I don't know, it still had that, like, vibe of, like, you knew that it was going to be creepy, but in some cases, but it was really neat. It was really great story behind it as well. So, what, like, American Horror Story is known for scaring people and being scary and all that here and there. So, what season do I think scared me the most? If I had to be honest with you, I already knew this answer before this video even started. And that was season 6, Ragnarok. I believe that's how you pronounce it. That season had me jumping a couple times. A lot of the seasons weren't really too scary for me. Of course, I like scaring. Like, I like being scared and scaring people. That it doesn't really bother me. But season 6 scared me a couple times, like made me jump, but nothing more than that. So, with that all said, what do I think is going to be happening in season 9? So season 9 is supposed to be starting in September. And I did watch the trailers of it, and first things first, I can say is we will not have season regulars. Sarah Paulson, who has been in it since season 1, as well as Evan Peters will not be in it as well. And that, I don't know how I feel about that, because I mean, they're series regulars. You kind of expect to see them. I mean, there's been some talk that Sarah Paulson might make an appearance, like a cameo appearance. I don't know, but I hope in a way she does, because it's just not going to be the same without them. But I'm still going to check it out. But season 9, I'm being told it's supposed to be like they go to camp, like some camp or whatever. And it's supposed to be about like the 90s slasher films. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of similar to, like, maybe Jason, maybe, like, Scream, Ghostface, stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, you got, like, Emma Roberts in it and all that, so, I mean, that's good, I think. But I don't know, like, where I think it's going to go. I don't know, honestly. Like, the way that the trailer did, it's kind of hard to point out how things are going to go. But if I had to say, it's probably going to be much like you're watching Jason or Scream. So, I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with. I think it's going to be more like based similar around that. But, because, I mean, what makes me think of that is like the camp thing is more so Jason. But, you never know. So, things could be, like, throw you curveballs here, you don't know. So, with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and end this one out. So, next Sunday's video of the week is a guinea pig spotlight video on Chucky and Nugget, so you guys will not want to miss that. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Peace.